Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I don't want to waste no time. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay. No intros right now. No intros.
Ingredients flavor, this can be up to 3,000 different chemicals, and when you see natural flavor, this can be
Hold on.
anything that is natural, including bugs. Also want to stay away from citric acid. This is actually GMO mold. This will cause so many problems with the body, people. Another one is folic or absorbic acid. Stay far away from these ingredients, people. They will mess you up.
Do y'all think food is a basic human right? Yeah, I feel like everybody should have access to food. Well, what about having food? No, that sounds like begging. Bitch, I feel like everybody should have access to it. I didn't say I feel like you should all have it. You gotta work for that shit. So what you're saying is humans created a fucking game called society. And in order for other humans that live around those people to deserve to stay the fuck alive, they have to overcome the boundaries of that game created by other people. Yeah, because that's just how the world works. No, it ain't. That's just how the fuck we made it. Let's make another one. The fuck? Well, if I fucking go around feeding people and helping people out for free, what the fuck I'ma get for it? See, bitch, that's the fucking problem. Why we can't just do shit because it need to get done? Why you gotta get something? Don't you think the fact that everybody thinks just like your fucking ass is the fucking...
This is a random question. Do y'all sleep with y'all socks on? Because I cannot sleep with my socks on. Like, I can't. Can you? Like, bro, I cannot do that. I don't know who can do that. I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable. I cannot sleep with my socks on at all.
Problem. Rich people and poor motherfuckers think just like you, bitch. You must be a part of one of them isms. You know, we didn't used to have to worry about motherfuckers with power saying stupid shit like that. Because assassinations was just so fucking normal. You knew better. What happened to them?
So right here on page 116 in the Hearth book on debunking the globe and gravity, I am showing you the layers of the elements from eartha to ether. The higher you go, the less dense, the lower you go, the more dense. And this goes infinitely because the earth is an infinite plane. The 5 layers are also the 5 conditions, so these are the 5 states of matter. Earth is at the bottom, and that's solid. Above the ocean floor, that is water, which is liquid. Then you have oxygen above the ocean, which is the air, which is gas. Then the sun is fire or light. So above that is the darkness of space, what Nikola Tesla called the luminiferous ether. You can't go to the planets. Space travel is not possible. You can't go past the firmament. All those luminaries are either attached to the firmament or below the firmament. You can't go to the rainbow. You can only see the rainbow. It's a hologram. That's what the moon and all those luminaries are. How can all the planets be round and the Earth be the only thing that's flat? Well, Saturn has flat rings, there's an asteroid belt, the solar system itself is a big disk, and the Milky Way is a giant disk, supposedly. Supposedly there's all these disks in space. The galactic plane of the Milky Way galaxy looks like everything's flat in space. Everything takes a disk shape because that's how magnetism works. You have 2 force vectors, what we call poles, come out of the north and into the south, out of the south into the north. They are repelling and attracting forces just like a magnet, because what a magnet is doing is what your atoms are doing, is what the universe is doing. Here's the point. On this infinite plane, the Earth is the plane of inertia, its own disk within its own magnetic field. The layers go like this. Earth, water, air, fire, solid, liquid, gas, visible light, and up here is the invisible light, which we call the luminiferous ether. That's what Nikola Tesla called it. He said, all things come from the luminiferous ether. Anything visible, audible, tangible comes from that which is invisible, inaudible, intangible. It's basically magnetism. Magnetism carries electricity just like the luminiferous ether carries the luminaries.
Right.
This invisible light carries visible light.
That's why we're able to manifest.
Simple. So these are the layers of the elements. Earth, water, air, fire in this order. The ocean floor is underneath the ocean. That's earth, then ocean, then air. Then the sun is always above our heads. It doesn't go underneath your feet. It's always going towards you or away from you. We're led to...
That's why, like, when you thinking about something that you really want to manifest, you get to seeing it around you. That be happening to me too, no matter what. Like, say you've been trying to manifest this car, you're gonna start seeing that, because that's what you thinking of. You know what I'm saying?
To believe that the universe is an infinite void expanding forever. The Earth itself is an infinite plane with unlimited resources. That's why they're covering it up.
We walk the trails of Hawaii at night, unaliving everyone in our path. Hello, we are the Night Marchers. We are the spirits of ancient Hawaiian warriors. On the nights of a full moon, or on specific Hawaiian holidays, we come out of our burial sites and march down a pathway in the island of Oahu. If we are out, you'll first hear the beat of our drums, and as we get closer, you will start to hear us chanting and our conch shells. Then you will see our torches. When you see us, lay flat on the ground and do not make eye contact. If we see you, we will absolutely unalive you.
Whoa.
If we make eye contact,
You're not doing that.
you will hear,
Not
"Oh
to
yeah," which means, "Let him be pierced." If you are fortunate, and one of us is your ancestor, they will call out, "Now," which means mine, and we will spare you. So be careful in Hawaii at night because...
Buddy, like what?
So
Stop with
for
this
the
bottle.
last
Stop playing
year
with me,
or
buddy.
so, I went around to a certain number of people and asked specific questions just to see where they were at when it comes to wants and desires. So I technically asked a lot of people if they could pick 1 to 3 things, what would that be? Like if a genie gave you an option, like, look, I'm going to give you 1 or 3 wishes. What would you wish for? What would you choose? I also suggested something last year about basic essential needs being taken care of universally, as in there would be no more working the way y'all been seeing in this world, as in slavery, because there was slavery. So it's basically like universal care, where you will have health care, you'll have basic essentials. Your basic essential things are things like living quarters, being able to get to and from, being able to have food, education, access to things like that. Those are actually basic essential things, and a lot of people don't see those things as basic because they've been living and trapped in slavery for so long that when somebody offers them basic universal care, they don't know how to accept it because they're so used to working and slaving for somebody else. So when you turn the spotlight on somebody and ask them what would they do if you had 1 or 3 wishes, they always say something external. And I also noticed that nobody takes the time to let the question marinate within themselves before actually answering. Y'all do know when somebody asks you a question, and if you don't know off the back, and you shouldn't know off the back, it's supposed to marinate, then it's okay to say, hey, you know what, let me sit on this and let me think on this before I come out and answer, because I need to dissect this and see if this is something that I really want, or if this is something that's going to truly help me in the long run. Would I be able to benefit from this in the long run? Is this something that I truly want? Things of that nature. No one thinks that way. You know, so when I found myself starting to present these things to a lot of people over the last year, everybody did the direct opposite of what they should have done. And I don't expect everybody to think like me, because everybody don't carry the light to think like me. Everybody don't have a mind to use. So they've given up their brain freely for somebody else to use. So I don't expect people to think the way I do. But I ask these questions just to see where the minds are at of the people, to see if I can come up with other ways to be able to help. And what I learned is I just wouldn't be able to help a lot of people, a lot of y'all out here, because most of y'all are surface level, and y'all gotten so used to being enslaved that you think that you're free and you don't see it as slavery. So which means can't no one help y'all. It always makes sense to take some time.
Be sure to like the video, man, if you haven't already. Go in and like the video so we can reach more people, okay? Appreciate it.
That's a big fail, and I'm not helping you. If I ask you what do you want, and you talking about happiness for other people and things for other people and money, I can't help you. Y'all lack love and beauty, which is why I see why y'all are stuck in the paradigm where y'all at, because you never had love and you are afraid of it. So you think that money is going to make you happy. Most of y'all, everybody was told that you can't serve 2 gods. And most of y'all chose the gods that y'all want to serve, which was the government, fame, and money. Y'all ended up worshiping money, which is why you are in the predicament that you in. Y'all chose financial gain and greed over God that y'all claim y'all love so much.
What's the power in the number 13?
13 is the number of the matrix itself. Matrix starts with M. M is the 13th letter. There's 13 ruling families. The Rothschilds on top, and then you have the 12 other Pinzer families. They have that 1 plus 12 code equals 13 all across society. Example, 1 judge, 12 jurors. They pay homage that way. McDonald's, Big M. M is the 13th letter. Federal Reserve, 1 Maine, 12 other banks. Jesus Christ, 1, 12 apostles. Astrology, 1 sun, 12 signs. It's everywhere around you. All you gotta do is start paying attention.
Whoa. I saw this already, but this was crazy. That's fake CGI.
You are 8 times more likely to be killed walking drunk than driving drunk. You can now see who stalks you here on TikTok. Just click share, then more, then click the stalker's icon, and anyone who pops up views your page at least once a day. Some people can wake up at the right time just by anticipating it. Their bodies start producing stress hormones 1 hour before waking. 35 million people have the same birthday as you. Comment your date and see who has the same birthday as you. 1 cigarette contains enough toxic ingredients to kill a person if those ingredients were directly injected into the bloodstream. Bees are directly responsible for the production of 70% of fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts that we consume on a daily basis. A person who seems jealous or clingy is actually someone who cares the most. Pablo Escobar once started a fire with 2 million because his daughter was cold. Follow me so you never need to use Google again.
The biggest motherfucking lie is that Jesus died for your sins. You don't fucking sin. This is free fucking world and you have the option to either be that demonic being or choose the angelic light. Why do you think it's known as the Matrix? Why do you think this world is corrupted and not fucking the Garden of Eden? Because you chose wrong. And we are made in his image, the perfect motherfucking image. Jesus being crucified on the cross is what humanity does to God. That is the story of Jesus Christ, is that we are the fucking enemy to God, that we condemn him because he's different. We slay him because he speaks truths that we don't understand. We do it to God every fucking time we judge, every time we hate, and every time we cause pain. You are the one crucifying God. He didn't do that for your sins. He did it as a map for the light body, for galactic beings to incarnate, because that is the Christ consciousness family that we are part of, and it's the higher realms. And I'm finally fucking able to be me and speak my truth of my angelic self, because my light body, my physical fucking body is finally cleansed from all that trauma, all that toxic energy, all that demonic spirits that was dwelling inside my body made disease. I couldn't talk. That's the power of the Kundalini energy. And the Kundalini energy is your sexual energies. I was molested from the moment I got here, and I never got a chance to be who I was. My soul never got the chance to be inside my body. I was always right outside there. Trapped beyond the fucking realm. Trapped beyond the illusion, and I couldn't fucking tell you what was happening to me because it was my family doing it to me. And that is the fucking black magic that makes people autistic and fucking diseased. Sometimes it's your own fucking family, and that is why it's known as a blood curse.
Yeah. Well,
I am the first one to be saved from fucking my family to Jesus Christ, and he healed me. Cause I'm a fucking starseed, I'm not from here. And I'm finally fucking okay with that. I am gonna shine, and I'm gonna be so motherfucking different, and I'm going to show you guys what it means to be human, to be a child of the most motherfucking high.
Already in ownership. What could money do for me if I already have my own land? What could money do for me if I already grow my own food? What could money do for me if I already have my own water supply? What could money do for me if I already have my own cattle to make my own clothes and all
That's
of the
real,
equipment
bro.
to do it? That's the only you go to work to survive. You go to work to pay bills like light bills. You don't need a light bill if you using free energy. You don't need a light bill if you using solar panels. You don't need a light bill. You see that? You don't need water to pay a water bill if you got your own land tap resource on your land. You don't need to go to the grocery store and be on food stamps or work to pay for food if you grow your own food. That's complete freedom, man. Fuck the dollar. At that point, it's fuck. Why do I need money if I got everything I need? What are you hustling for after that? If you are in 100% ownership and in sovereignty, you teaching your children they don't have to go to public schools. You have your old libraries. You're investing in books right now. You invest in land. You invest in food. You invest in shelter. You invest in seeds. After that, why am I still working for? It don't make no sense. So what
I'm here watching Wednesday, Tim Burton show. There's 8 episodes. There's a whole season already, and this is episode 1. Came out in 2022, so Wednesday 2022, season 1, episode 1. This is basically Wednesday splitting the room equally. Her roommate represents matter, the black and
What the hell did you do to my room?
this is red shift, blue shift, matter. So you have the black and white yin and yang, which is her, and the red and blue yin and yang North Korean flag, which is her. In the beginning, when her little brother's getting bullied, Wednesday says that emotions is weakness. And this is emotion, which is positive or negative. You're happy or you're sad. If you're really, really happy, people get a high and they have a come down. And they want to get high again, so you're chasing your tail. You know, you're happy, and then when the happiness is gone, you're sad now. So if you don't get happy, then you won't get sad, because some people, they get so much, like your tolerance gets, when you smoke a lot of weed, the more you smoke, the more you have to keep smoking, because then you have a come down and you want to go back up there where you were, and you're so far up that when you come down, you want to go all the way back up again. So if you stop smoking for a long time, your tolerance lowers, and if you just smoke a little bit of weed, you're high.
Right.
You don't have to smoke as much. You let your tolerance, that bandwidth, go down a little bit. So the point here is that not only is this split, it's a fractal, this also gets split because she's the black and white. And it's clear there. I like how they have clear. It's not just black and white, it's actually clear, but there's light coming through. So I need to tell you guys what the pentacle, the reason why we call it a pendant on your neck is it comes from because we used to wear pentacles, because the pentacle was the #1 pendant. That's what you need to know the 5. We don't just wear pendants because, I want a Chucky chain or a Sonic chain. I want a freaking, no, you get it. And by the way, Bruce Lee had a yin and yang pendant. And you need to know the pentacle though, which is, the first one is, these are the 5 that you need to remember. Of course, it's earth, air, fire, water, ether, but Ken Wheeler says it's monad, then magnetism, then matter, then mind, then man. So it's the monad, then magnetism, then matter. Matter is duality. It's positive and negative. It's birth and decay. You have a material body, you're born and you die. But your soul, your spirit, the spiritual part of you, because it's spirit and matter. So this would be spirit on this side, and this would be matter. But even the spirit has a duality. It's the spiritual source and the spiritual force. And then this would be the physical force or the physical form, because you can punch somebody, that's force. So this is the spiritual source, the one on the right, the spiritual force, and then the physical force or the physical form, which is here, which is duality, which is why Wednesday tells her little brother emotion is weakness, because you're happy and you're sad. She is numb. That's why XXX Tentacion, with his hair divided, he killed his old self in the movie Sad, in his music video called Sad. He killed his old self, which was the duality part of him. It was black hair, white hair. Now he had blue hair, which is Ptah, becoming enlightened. You guys, it's all a show. This earth is a stage. Wake up. I'm waking up from the Matrix. Yes, they all fake their deaths. They're all alive still. They're all chilling. Nipsey Hussle died at 33. Kobe equals 33. Kobe.
I
is
don't
the
know about
15th.
that, bro.
No, K is the
I don't
15th
think they
letter.
picked it,
O is the 15th letter. Wait, what did I just say? K is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
You lost me with that.
So what is K?
J
J, K. It's 11 plus O, which is 15. O is the 15th letter, then B is 2, and E is 5. So when you add up 11, 15, 2, and 5, you get 33. So Kobe is the cobra, 33 vertebrae. And he died, but he didn't die. It's just they wanted to kill your snake. He's the black mamba. He is the Kobe, the cobra, the 33 vertebrae. Go look at his logo, Black Mamba. That was his book, the last book he wrote. And then Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey spells spine, Nips, spiny. Yeah, he died at 33 years old. And he brought together the Bloods and the Crips, the red and the blue. You get it? The earth is a freaking stage, guys. Everybody's woke. And it's like, you're the last one that needs to wake up. There's going to be a whole change. It's so insane, guys. You're going to say, what the fuck is this, a game? Like, bro, you're kidding me right now. Like, how is this so underrated? Because people they want to stay, Elon Musk wants people to stay asleep. We are all connected. We are one mind. I am you are me. It's nuts.
You've been sleeping wrong your entire life. How old were you when you realized we can't just choose any sleeping position and call it a night? No, turns out a lot of those sleeping positions have health hazards. They can actually hurt your body. For example, everyone's favorite, falling asleep on your stomach, especially after a long day of work. You just knock out, you just put your hand, woo, boy, you sleep good. Apparently, that's the most dangerous one. I know, I was shocked when I came in to find out. At this point, you better just sleep standing up then, porque chingue su madre. But turns out the reason why it's really bad for you is when you sleep on your stomach, the weight of your body and your waist will actually sink in with the mattress. So you are literally arching your back, and ladies, not in the good type of arch, okay? And that will cause so much stress to your muscles, your neck muscles, to the point of you can wake up and you don't even feel refreshed. It felt like you haven't even slept. Turns out, that's why I've been having back problems. Do with that information as you see fit.
Satan shoes with a drop of human blood in them. Jesus shoes with holy water in the soles. Sacred seltzer, 95% holy water, 5% seltzer. Customized 666 Chick-fil-A bags that are served on Sundays. I mean, how do you get joy out of selling this kind of stuff? Now, I know a lot of it is old. It was only sold a couple years ago, but I'm not going to let this fly under the radar, and people who haven't seen this need to see it. This stuff exists. The company we're talking about here is Mischief. It's an American art collective based in Brooklyn, and it's hard to explain what they do. They drop different lines of clothing and different lines of products, kind of like Supreme. You've probably seen your favorite artist wear one of their things. They're getting really popular for those big red shoes. They're hard to miss. So if you ever seen anyone with those, this is the same company. All right, let's start with the Satan shoes. So when you click it, you get flashed with the words, "I saw Satan." That's not creepy enough. Let's look at the actual website, okay? So you have a demon on your left. This is their logo for the shoe. And then on the top, you have Mischief, Pentagram, Lil Nas X, the artist they collaborated with. The shoe's going to rotate as you scroll down. You can see the pentagram with your inverted cross, pictures, all kinds of blasphemy. I mean, this is supposed to be a biblical picture, usually with a saint or Jesus or the Virgin Mary, whoever it is. But instead, it's Lil Nas X with his shoe. Keep going, you get Bible verses with skulls and some demonic picture in the background. And then, oh man, this looks like some type of demon holding some type of biblical character, maybe Jesus, and Lil Nas X again with this filthy quote.
That's crazy.
Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Oh man.
It's crazy how
you
the
go
shoe
here.
is moving.
It's actually real, guys. The soul contains 60 cc, 1 drop human blood. The pentagram is bronze. There's actually 666. And these are pictures of the shoe. Inside has your pentagram. And yeah, it's just really... Oh yeah, here's the box with that picture of the demon carrying what looks like Jesus, and then the demon character outside of the box. So now we're going to talk about the Jesus shoes. Now, a lot of people are going to say these are cool. Some of them are going to say this is blasphemous. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of it because shoes is something that's on your feet to protect you from the dirty ground. I don't think there should be a picture of Jesus Christ on it on the cross. And then this is what I was going to say. In the soul, there is 1 drop of holy water from the Jordan River. This is what they look like. You have the cross in the soul with Jesus, like a pendant on the shoelaces. So let's go to the actual website now. See, this is the reason I don't like it, is they're advertising this Jesus walked on water, so maybe you can now. You know, on the 4th night he came to them walking on the sea. You have the whole story of Jesus walking on the water right here with someone praying in the shoes. Pictures of people in white robes praying together. This sign, if you know, you know. Washing of the feet. It's controversial. It's controversial. Website, so let me know what you guys think, because I'm genuinely curious what others think. These sold out in under a minute as well, and I think they sold for like $1,400. Some resold for over $4,000. Just wild stuff. This one pissed me off the most. The Sacred Seltzer. So let's go to the website. First, they ask you if you're over 21.
Wow.
Okay, so it's a seltzer, obviously like Truly, White Claw, and there's a picture of some type of biblical picture. I don't know if it's a saint, I don't know if it's Jesus, but same idea. They say, get crunk on Christ. Sacred Seltzer contains 95% real holy water and 5% alcohol. That's just such a sick idea, like sick as in bad. Blessed according to the official Catholic procedure on March 31st in LA. This is the box. It comes with 6, and it says, "Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit." They're talking obviously with the spirit of their drink, not like the Holy Spirit. It's just putting verses out of context, and it's just, it hurts to look at this. I don't know if anyone else is getting that vibe. And look, with the flavors, they're putting cherry, like lime.
I didn't even say I believe in that stuff,
and the Bible next to it. Guys, this is alcohol. And this video, oh man, they blessed. This is them like a commercial, right?
Good, because I don't believe in the ideology of like the Christian. I believe that, bro. I believe that we all are gods of our own. What am I looking at, man? Just like what?
And then the priest drinking the seltzer. Just sad. Spiked holy water. So they did a Chick-fil-A drop. You know how Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday? Well, they serve Chick-fil-A on Sunday. So it says, should they serve on Sunday? If you click yes, you get flashed with this 666 logos. You got the goats. It was $6.66. So what they did, basically, on Sunday, September 26th, Mischief Sunday service provided bootleg Chick-fil-A sandwiches to a small group of lucky heathens. So what you would get is you would get a sandwich in a customized 666 Chick-fil-A bag. They put all kinds of random stuff on here. Pause to read it if you want. They even put a demon killing a chicken with a Bible verse. And yeah, that's why I said it's really just weird more.
How many of y'all really be still eating?
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say that everything they make is demonic and satanic, but a lot of things are. So it's similar to Supreme, like I said. They find in, a product, a drink, shoes, Fruit Loops, whatever it is, and then they make a drop, they sell it, usually sell out very quickly, and then they move on to the next item. It's very periodic, it's very strategic. It's a smart business idea on their part. I just wish everything wasn't so dark. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. They have a picture of them working on a pentagram. I'll put that picture at the end of the video. I just want to show you this real quick. They advertise a pyramid chat. It's a pyramid scheme and you earn $5 per recruit, but the image is them worshiping money and fire with the cut off goat head and skulls. So very weird stuff, but Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Kai Cenat exposed Aiden Ross on live stream about his affiliation with the Illuminati because Aiden Ross made a comment on live stream about Kai and he did not like it. Check out this video.
Hey Kai, I can't believe you actually did cocaine off her tits. Yo, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about when that Escalade, that all-black Escalade with the Illuminati came and captured your ass. Let's not talk about that. Hey, let's not talk about the let's really talk about how you got that steak deal, bro. Come on, bro. You sold your soul. You sold it soul.
First Foolsy had something to say, then Charleston White, now Kai? Come on, and I don't think Kai is joking either. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Follow me for more content. Peace and love, y'all.
I'ma sell you. Put you up for sale. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And here on the edges, you run into a 150-foot wall of ice, guarded by NASA employees with guns.
And how far that ice goes outwards. And when people try to go down there, they get turned away at gunpoint and put in prison.
The heavens are a dome that arcs over the flat Earth. The sun, the moon, the stars, they're all just little balls of light in the sky that move around just above the Earth's surface.
Now the North Pole is the center of a deep ocean, whereas the South Pole is the center of a high plateau which averages 7,000 or 8,000 feet in altitude.
The water is completely flat, for as far as we can see and as far as we've measured, and the horizon is completely flat.
I'm in Mexico now. I've been sitting on the beach reading everything there is to read about the history of people who believe the earth is flat. And there's one thing that I just had to try for myself.
This is a simple experiment that anybody can conduct to determine definitely that the earth is flat. Grab a spirit level and take it on the plane with you.
117. Found this hardware store, bought myself a level. Gracias, amigo.
One of the stranger things I've ever done.
And I'm bringing it with me on the airplane. I'm gonna do some of this empirical science myself.
If you are to fly on a non-rotating earth, please explain what kind of experience will a pilot really have?
The logic goes that if the earth is round and I'm flying thousands of miles, which I'm about to do, then the airplane will have to be tipped a little bit the whole time in order to make it around the curvature of the earth.
The plane should be constantly dipping its nose forward in order to compensate for the curvature.
Show me some planes doing this.
I would be able to see the tilt of the airplane if I put my newly purchased level on the tray table in front of me.
I'm going to take my spirit level onto the plane.
If my tool shows me that the plane is totally level,
that's proof that the earth is flat.
Let's go see what happens. 4 hours on an airplane, and I'm back. My little level experiment worked wonderfully. The bubble stayed nice and center. Turns out the plane was not dipping its nose in order to make it around the Earth.
I'm seeing all the evidence. What if the Earth actually is flat? The plane wasn't dipping. The level was flat.
Let's do it. And he finds this canal system that is incredibly straight. This canal goes on for almost 10 kilometers, like 6 miles of just a straight line. If the Earth is a globe, and people say it's 25,000 miles in circumference, then if I look at a straight line, after the first mile, the curvature of the Earth would mean that the canal would now be 8 inches lower. After 2 miles, it would be 32 inches lower. After 3 miles, 72 inches lower, meaning like 6 feet, almost 2 meters. Eventually, the dip from the curvature of the Earth would be so great that you could easily observe it. puts a telescope right above the surface of the water, and then puts a boat on the canal with a 1 meter tall post on it. So what he wants to see is if the Earth is curved, if it's a globe, this post will start to disappear over the horizon. So he does it. The boat goes away, it goes the entire 6 miles of the canal, and it stays in sight the entire time. It doesn't dip over the horizon. Like, man, I just proved that the Earth is flat. And I did it with a telescope and a boat.
This place doesn't allow cars. This is Lauterbrunnen, perhaps the most beautiful place in Europe. Lauterbrunnen is located in the Swiss countryside and is the definition of Swiss elegance, as it's filled with warm wooden chalets, beautiful flowers, and extraordinary waterfalls. It's such a dreamland that it was literally the inspiration for the fantasy land, Rivendell, in The Lord of the Rings.
We are in the last days of this era. And with everything going on right now, it should alert you that this is facts. So let me put the dots together for y'all real quick. Back in 2020, lockdown was initiated, the first experiment. An experiment to shift the whole collective's perspective, slowly conditioning us to get us ready for what's to come. And then after a break from the chaos, a national emergency alert test. Interesting. Another tactic to get the whole collective on board for what's to come. And that was held right around the same time as the government shutdown. Not a coincidence. And then a few days after that, Putin wants to do an atomic bomb test. Interesting. That's probably why they did that national emergency alert. And now Hamas and Israel are at war, sending hundreds of missiles. I don't know about y'all, but to me, these are the signs that we are in the last days of this era. And with that being said, a new era will be coming about without a wicked system. But chaos comes before order.
This cute little baby right here, look at your baby, so cute, is an angel. And there's a reason that you used to get told, fear not, when you saw angels, because they were terrifying. Legit terrifying. This is the Ophanin. This dude right here is on God's throne, his chariot. Sometimes depicted with 6 wings. They are the second closest angel to God. And if you saw them in real life, you would bug out.
What?
These guys had eyes all around with 4 wheels that went. So basically they saw everything.
What?
They were scary. There's some talk that the seraphim, or the, not the seraphim, the cherubims, were the ones that control these guys. That basically their spirits laid inside. But it's sort of up for debate. It's not really for certain. But these guys were super, super, super scary. I'll just let you rock that for a moment. But wow. Yeah, imagine seeing this. And you know, this is... all the descriptions of aliens and alien ships are all biblical. They are. They're all found in the Bible. Accurate. This is what we're waiting to come back. And they refuse to call it God. They're gonna find out.
Have you ever seen the people in Africa with the rings on the neck? And it's like the necks are elongated, they stretched it all the way up. It's because there was long reptilian beings, lizard-like beings coming down to the earth. Okay?
That's what they represent?
And the necks was long. Those beings looked at them as gods coming down because they were hopping off ships. Things of this sort, they look like, whoa, I want to be like that. These people powerful. So they sit up there putting rings on their neck, putting bows and stuff in their leg. Things like that. Putting the gauges in there. Alright, altering their bodies. This didn't just come because of style. A lot of it came because they were seeing certain beings come upon the planet and out the surface of the planet. So a lot of us are mimicking the looks of certain beings coming from different planets, star systems. Some serious stuff.
Glitch in the Matrix caught on camera the 8th of October 2023.
So it's good. This was trippy. Like, what? They gotta be twins, bro. There's no way. Twins, gotta be.
What if you're the only person alive right now? Listen.
Did you know that you are the only living person on Earth right now, and everyone else is just a product of your imagination? Listen carefully, you'll be shocked. There's a theory where you are actually the only living person right now, the only consciousness that truly exists. It's called the egg theory. Your family, your friends, the strangers you pass on the street, all of them exist because your mind doesn't want to feel alone. But here's the eerie part of this theory. Since you are the sole true consciousness, you will live every possible life that has ever existed and will ever exist. You will be reincarnated and born billions and billions of times until you have lived every individual's life. And then you can hatch this egg and become a god. The entire universe was created as an egg for the main character, which is you. And once you have lived every human life ever, you will be born as a god. Every time you hurt someone, you are hurting yourself. It may sound horrific, but you wouldn't know if you've already lived billions of lives. You've probably already lived over 1 billion, and you just don't remember. You probably lived your mother's life, your cousins, the stranger across the street. In reality, you are me and I am you. So every single person you know and will ever know was you.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
How were the pyramids really built? The stones used to build the pyramids were from a quarry over 500 miles away. Scientists estimate that if humans were to drag these stones on wooden sleds, it would take about 20 people 500 days to get just one stone from the quarry to the building site. Now multiply that by the 2.3 million blocks that make up the Great Pyramid of Giza alone. One theory suggests that ancient Egyptians had far greater technology and powers than we have today. One power is telekinesis, which is the power of moving things with your mind through energy. It would explain how they moved the stones so far. Or did they get help from life outside of Earth?
What's something you learned that absolutely blew your freaking mind?
I found out literally today that bakeries use boxed cake mix when they end up making cakes. They just alter the recipe on the box. So because it is late and I want a little late night snack, it's like 3 in the morning, we are going to make a boxed cake, but how professional bakeries make them. So I'll show you guys how to do it. So first things first is add the cake mix into the mixer. Next, instead of adding a cup of water like it says on the box, you replace the water with milk. Now we're going to use lactose-free milk because my tummy gets upset this late at night. So next, the recipe is going to ask for 3 eggs. So we already put 3 in. What you're going to do is you're going to add an extra egg into the mixture. There we go. So now we have 4 eggs and milk instead of water. Now the next one is really important. Next, instead of vegetable oil, you're going to put 2 sticks of melted butter. Now what you're going to do is you're going to mix it up and then you're going to bake it. Now mind you, I've been told that this is what bakeries do. If that is incorrect, then I apologize, but we're just going to try the recipe that I've been told. Here's what the batter looks like before. Now we're going to put it in at 350 for 35 minutes. This is what the cake looks like after. Now we're going to give it a try. This cake is already 10 times more moist than any other box cake I've ever had, so let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. Please try this recipe, it's so good. Oh my god.
Stick with me, folks.
Bro did not eat the
In
whole
this
cake.
background
Cut it
picture,
out.
you have a blue cup and you have a Fiji water bottle. And you have someone flying.
Threw it away, bro.
Now, in the world that we live in, we don't know what shape the Earth is, and nobody can prove the existence of gravity. We just have a bunch of ideas that we believe in that we think is true. I don't know if gravity exists, in my opinion, but watching this, it's very interesting. Theory of gravity. Comment below, run that video, and you tell me if you believe in gravity or if you don't.
You got the floor, bro? Wow, you ain't gotta use the Nah, he too cold with it. That was, he was too cold with it. How did you turn that? I would have been scared of that. I ain't watching it.
Hey y'all, I thought this was a little girl at first, bro. But someone dressed this monkey in a Halloween costume that looks like a little girl. And whoever it is got this monkey out there begging for money. And is the monkey really sitting on its own tail? And look at this, the monkey's really getting some donations.
How to lose fear.
That's funny.
Got you, gang. You gotta find the foundation of that shit, bro.
That monkey was
You scared
thugging
of
out.
one thing, you most likely scared of a lot of other things, okay? And I'm not talking about, you feel me, you scared of heights, you feel me? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like social anxiety, like you just live in a fearful state or a fearful vibration. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, you be scared of your own mind, your own thoughts, that voice in your head.
That's
You're
real.
scared of it.
That's real. That's real.
Every time you think about going to do something, getting some bread, going to do your goals, going to talk to a shorty, your head fuck you up. And you avoid that shit because you scary, bruh. So to solve that shit, next time that voice in your head tries talking shit to you, bro, go do it anyways with the voice talking shit. Who cares if you fuck up, stutter your words, all that. Who gives a fuck? Probably won't even see shorty again. Keep that voice in your head till you're not.
For the ones that don't know, if your nose is itching, somebody either being nosy in your business or somebody coming to see you. Y'all should know that by now. But if you're new to the page, I'm Sana. Follow for more.
Alright, now I saw this clip and this was trippy, I ain't gonna lie. Like, how's that moving? No, it did not.
Big Red just went through another humiliation ritual. The only reason why I'm touching up on this is because a lot of people think it's a genuine thing that happened. This is what she told you. It was an accident. Why would she leak her own video? It was somebody else recording. You even got clowns talking about she a black woman and she made it. Man, she ain't make nothing. She's an industry plant planted by Rebel Music to push her agenda. What do y'all like? You use the excuse that you making skit videos. This is no different than Martin. You think young men don't see your videos and be like, oh, maybe I'll put on a weed like Skin Bone. The modern day Hollywood is social media now. Listen, she exposes herself and then drops a song with Drake. That's just out of nowhere. They have to sell records, bruh. Rebel Music put everything on her. The rapper signed to Rebel Music and released her debut project Ghetto Superstar but December to local acclaim, but co-manager Rebel Music founder CEO Javier Sang says the team was dedicated to growing her national audience, the whole team. When has a label ever focused on just a whole one person? We treat Sexy Red as a 24-hour, 7 days a week business. Boy, a black woman. Y'all want to tear a black woman down. First of all, we not even black. Stop calling us black, bro. That's a classification on paper. Second of all, I'm tired of these sellouts all up in our face, bro. And when all of these rappers and everybody vouch her, that's what makes her relevant. But this, bro, we are in the age of Aquarius, bro, and everything is being revealed, bro. Eventually, it's that veil gonna fade off your eyes, and you gonna realize that everybody that's in tune with that is the Walking Dead. They're zombies. They don't support life. These people support death. Simple. And of course the fans gonna believe anything they say when they get academics to throw water damage on it. But the thing about it, it's not water damage. It was all pre-planned. From her acting like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. For academics to cover in the... Listen, this is a marketing tactic. 101, bro. Y'all be thinking like, oh, Illuminati in a secret dark room. They gonna give it to you in your face. They said their strategy paid off when they encouraged them to follow up with Tay Keith. So a CEO hit Tay Keith CEO and lined that up. This is all bosses meet with bosses. If you seen Sexy Red Manager, it's a cracker, it's a white boy. Anglo Saxon with the no facial hair, look like an alien. These old billionaires is why they came up. It's not a young black woman winning, none of that. You goofy. See, when you grown, you don't pay attention to this all day. But every once in a while, I see things and I be like, I remember when I was young, bro. Or I remember when I was young-minded. You look at these people like they really celebrities. I'm not saying you worship them, but you be like, oh, what Sexy Red doing? Oh, what Lil Herb doing? Oh, what Chief Keef doing? You just tune in with people. After a while, you tuning in with this, your subconscious, especially if your brain is underdeveloped and you're young, bro, you gonna start to mimic the action. Ski, ski. You think kids don't be running around on ski time right now? All up in the schools, they ain't gonna show you that. Listen, man, y'all ain't gonna listen, bro. Y'all gonna see the the after effects within 10 years, 5 years.
You gotta see this.
They caught a real biblical angel on a telescope.
So a lot of people are calling it like a UFO and whatnot. Aliens, man. And that's how the Bible describes certain angels. Pretty
Tell me in the comment section below, do you think this is real or fake?
Celebrities know their time is up.
The poles have shifted already. And when the poles shift, everything in the matrix is just a new color, it's a new taste, it's a new smell, it's a new feeling, and the rules change.
You're actually out of the body when you're dreaming at night. So when you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, you're going to spend 3 hours. This is medical studies now. This is hard, no science now. We've known this since the 1950s when we discovered the 4 brainwaves. You spend 3 hours out of the body into the 5th dimension. The question is, where do you go?
Let me explain it like this. Your soul is more physical than your physical body. People have ascension symptoms, multidimensional symptoms all the time. Headaches, dizziness, ear ringing. And the most interesting thing that everybody loves to talk about, astral projection. Your intuition, your emotions, your thoughts, your physical feelings that you get in your stomach when you're feeling something nervous or a bad feeling. That is the multidimensional things that we tap into. When you think about it, what is actually real? Because unconsciously, we do experience little pieces of the real reality. So when you travel outside of your body, you're experiencing the real reality. So when you're experiencing sleep paralysis, you're experiencing bad dreams, when you get weird feelings when you walk into certain people's houses, you are starting to actually tap into what's really going on. When you have sleep paralysis, you're experiencing the internal reflections that attracted to you. Because those demons and those negative entities are only feeding off what you are vibrating on. But also, if you're experiencing bad sleep paralysis, you could also be attracting them because you are that powerful. And when you don't know your own power, they take advantage of that. And because you're that powerful, they will come try to see about you. So a tip for that is don't think of yourself as a victim. Think of yourself as too powerful that they are seeing your light and they are attracted to it. And they want to take some of it. So don't allow them to. That's how they were able to access you and show you exactly what's around you. So when you're dreaming at night, there is no limit to what you can do because you are not feeling the physical densities of matter.
Oh, you think so? So y'all remember this video from last month when they said this? Hey.
Did you hear about that? You know why?
Why's that?
So whoever's over here, they're gonna try to go back.
They're gonna try to come back to Mexico.
To Mexico. Getting ready for a collapse.
A collapse?
On the dollar.
You gotta think about the BRICS situation. Mexico had a parade, and the people from BRICS was with them. You ain't think about that?
That's crazy.
Hey, they ain't letting you in. It's about too late now. You better leave today. You don't peep what's going on? They already gave us a 45-day extension before we don't have no government at all. It ain't occurred to y'all that America been fucking motherfuckers over for a long ass time. We ain't never had war on our own soil. And it's not impossible. I'm talking about you got the east border open, the west border open. This is busted wide the fuck open. Yeah. Everybody coming through. Then there was a couple of them running across the border with some weaponries. Yeah. Y'all keep on saying where they gonna get the guns and weapons and stuff from. You asking the wrong question. They already got family over here with businesses and stuff that they take money back over there and yeah. Do they due diligence? They love their people. The motherfucker probably got a bomb in their crib right now. You don't know. You feel me? Right. But just know that motherfuckers already here. And when I say get ready, your ass better stay ready. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yas.
Bruh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Every day
They really
wipe him down like this, though. Make sure
so the
good.
knife is on the gate.
Make sure the boss is good, you know?
At the estates, bruh. These niggas is wild. That's fire. I thought that shit was capped the whole time.
Cap my ass.
Have you heard of the Moonite people?
No. There's all these legends across North America of these people with fair skin, light hair, and pale eyes. This legend starts in Wales. There's a civil war breaking out. Prince Madoc, he didn't want to die by his brother's hand. He's like, I'm going to go explore. Goes to North America, but is never seen again. 500 years later, there's a missionary from Wales, Morgan Jones. He lands in South Carolina, starts doing mission work. The natives capture him. He's about to be beheaded. He yells out, I've escaped so many perils. Have I done just to die like a dog? That's when the chief comes out. The chief is a small, pale-skinned, big-eyed, light-haired human who comes out, walks up to him, and says, you shall not die today. What's crazy is that he spoke perfect Welsh.
Wow.
That's crazy. It gets even crazier. There's an establishment in Illinois called Cahokia, 6 square mile city, 40,000 people. The way it was built matches how things were built in Wales.
Oh, wow.
This is why it's important to embrace your inner child. A lot of simple things we did as kids can still make you happy to this day. The problem is we grew up and forgot about it. And have you realized holidays like Christmas doesn't feel the same? It's because we left that happiness with the kid version of us and grew past it. Embracing your inner child can also help you find your purpose. And if you try doing it now, it could bring you the happiness you were looking for. Now, some people struggle with tapping into the inner child because of past trauma. Some of the bad memories you went through as a kid can stop the flow of happiness to your life. And here's how to know if you have inner child wounds. If you don't trust nobody or don't feel safe around people, that could be the trust wound. When you are aware of your inner child, that makes it 10 times easier to access it. And that's when you can start your healing process by going within and bringing that kid back out. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and follow me so you don't miss the next one. Y'all stay conscious.
Listen to what this 102-year-old lady said.
Today,
102.
102. So you were born in
1918.
1918. And we were just talking, and I asked you what shape the Earth is, and what did you say? What were you taught in school in elementary school?
In school that the Earth was flat.
And what do you do for a living?
I jump out of planes, skydive for a living.
When you jump out the plane, how high is the plane in the air?
17,000 feet.
So from 17,000 feet in the air, when you jump out, do you see the curvature of the Earth, or does it look flat?
You do not see the curvature of the Earth. All you see is just everything that you can pretty much see for 100 miles.
People really skydive.
Oh, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out
Would
of
y'all want to try
here.
that?
Clear the way for
Done
new
with Would y'all
ideas.
skydive?
Knowledge of man's fabulous discoveries in the centuries ahead. Now that'll be a great advantage, boy. Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic. The world is round? Yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
So scientists are now claiming that these chemical cocktails can reverse the aging effects in humans. Obviously, this is freaking wild, so I'm going to read you guys this whole article really quick so you understand. So this is published in the journal Aging. A group of scientists from the Harvard Medical School released some rather interesting and promising leads surrounding aging. So part of this study is reading that we identify 6 chemical cocktails which in less than a week and without compromising cellular identity, they restore a youthful genome-wide transcript profile and reverse transcriptomatic age. They're also saying thus rejuvenation by age reversal can be achieved not only by genetic but also chemical means. Wild. So as just mentioned, these 6 treatments can apparently reverse aging in cells, leading to an individual looking a more youthful state. But it is also mentioned that there will obviously be some concerns surrounding health issues, but rest assured the scientists confirmed that the treatment will not cause dangerous cell growth. So the preparations for human trials are ongoing according to the Harvard Medical School. Until recently, the best we could do was slow aging. Now new discoveries suggest we can now reverse it. This is wild. Literally just a few days ago, there was a futurist that claimed that we would have access to immortality within the next decade. He is very, very reputable and has told the future many, many times. So the fact that this just came out a couple days later is wild. I'll stay up to date on this and let you guys know as soon as anything comes out. So hit the plus and come back to me. I will post an update.
The destructive addictions of Babylon. The illusions and delusions come right through these phones. Y'all get caught up on imagery, pictures of stuff, like colorful art, and this stupid music. Right. It's like it controls the people, brainwashing the masses of people. But I can scroll through TikTok, and I can scroll through TikTok with a friend, and we can laugh at videos and we can do this stuff. But how many times do you come across them videos where you see a painting or some type of artwork that's really colorful of like a woman that's like her belly is the earth, or just hair everywhere, or some celestial goddess crap, and there's like some music
What?
playing that's
What is he
soothing
talking
to
about?
your soul and stuff like. Do y'all realize we're in Revelations? And that this is Babylon,
Here
and
we
that
go
all
with him,
these are
man.
tricks of the devil and our illusions.
Yeah,
Like
he's
for real, it's
talking about
fairy tale
some
fantasy.
craziness. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Because literally life itself is just spiritual. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm skipping that part. Alright, let's see how this jump scare. I haven't seen this. She's just chilling, bro. Take a drive. Keep dropping.
She's not real.
Right, she's not real.
She's not real.
Alright, keep dropping. That's why I hate watching scary movies. It's so
The movie villain versus the real villain. The movie in question, the villain in question, the actual fucking villain. Listen, man, I know it's real easy to make it seem like the robot girl was the crazy one in the movie, right? Rightfully so, though. But please understand that everything wrong with Megan was due to human error. And when I say human error, I'm thinking of one human in particular. This negligent broad right here. So the little girl's aunt was the main developer behind Megan, right? She was the one who came up with the concept, came up with the look, came up with the program. Her aunt works at a toy company that's designed to make toys for children, yet somehow she's very awkward around kids and barely wants to be around them. And then if you look at the movie, bruh, you can tell she really had no interest in being around a little girl at all. But a caseworker lady came to the house and she couldn't even fake like she was a suitable parent. So to cope with her incompetence, what did she do? She built Megan. Megan's whole purpose was to do her job for her because she fucking sucks. Little girl got attacked by a dog and was clearly injured. Even Megan herself said that she needed rest, right? But guess who didn't want her to rest? Her fucking aunt. Why? Because she had a presentation to make money and she needed her niece to be healthy and present. So at this point, the murderous doll that you created is showing more compassion for your own niece than you are. Bruh, she didn't install any safety measures. She barely had a turn-off system. She literally only built Megan to make her job as a foster parent much easier. And then tried to use her niece's situation to garner sympathy to make her product more attractive to make her more money. When you really think about it, it's almost as if she adopted her niece just so she could do this. Like, it almost seems like she set this whole thing up from the beginning. So the next time you watch Megan, really pay attention, because everything that happened was her fucking aunt's fault.
And that is it, man. WW TikTok confirmation right there, man. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming as long as y'all keep showing the support, man. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
What? Bitch, I'm a god, cause nigga, I'm back. Fuck the Matrix, this shit is trash.